Most people look at vultures and see harbingers of death, but in reality, they are the Mara's greatest heroes. Without them, this iconic ecosystem would quite literally choke on its own success. In the sweltering African heat, a carcass can quickly become a breeding ground for lethal pathogens. This is where our hero enters the frame. A vulture's stomach is a biological marvel, containing acid so potent that it can dissolve lead bullets and incinerate bacteria that would be a death sentence for almost any other living being. When a vulture feeds, it isn't just eating. It is disinfecting the savanna, acting as a dead end for diseases that could otherwise sweep through local wildlife and even jump to human populations. The efficiency of this cleanup crew is staggering. A wake of vultures can strip a wild beast carcass to the bone in under 20 minutes. This speed is crucial because it prevents the buildup of flies and feral dogs, both of which are primary vectors for spreading illness to nearby local communities. By outcompeting these other scavengers, vultures keep the peace and the health of the entire region in check. Their anatomy is perfectly evolved for this grim but essential task. Their famous bald heads aren't an aesthetic choice. They are a hygiene necessity, allowing the birds to feed inside a carcass without matting feathers with blood and bacteria that could cause infection. However, the heroes of the Mara are in trouble. Across Africa, vulture populations have plummeted by as much as 90% in some areas. They face a silent enemy: poisoning. Sometimes this is accidental, when vultures feed on livestock treated with certain anti-inflammatory drugs, and sometimes it is intentional, as poachers poison carcasses to eliminate the aerial police that would otherwise alert rangers to their location. When the vultures vanish, the impact is immediate and devastating. The carcasses rot longer, the water sources become contaminated, and the populations of feral dogs, and the rabies they carry, skyrocket. To see a vulture soaring on a thermal is to witness a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. They spend hours aloft, using almost no energy, their keen eyes scanning miles of terrain to find where they are needed most. They don't kill, they provide a service that no technology can replicate. They are the cleanup crew, the doctors of the wild, and the guardians of the Mara's health. Next time you see that silhouette against the Kenyan sun, don't look away in disgust. Look up in gratitude for the bird that does the dirty work so the rest of the wilderness can thrive.